Hello everybody, welcome. I am Donna from Purple Pinky Promises and welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Yay. Oh, I did forget something. So while everybody gets the notification, let me go grab something that I did forget to grab. 1 second, please. I needed to grab my Spellbinders die cut machine there. So, perfect. Okay. Let's see. If I don't knock anything over, I think I can stick this here for now. All right. Who is here? If you're here, say hello. Don't be shy. Say hi. I hope I have everything. I think I have everything. Hope, hope, hope. Got. Let's grab my stuff here. And I'm gonna need this. Anybody here? It's early. I'm on Facebook early today, hoping that I'm going to get to go home early. Or, it's not really early, but earlier than I normally would. Let's see, do I have any spots open and available? I do not. So we'll have to plug you in right here. Okay, anybody? All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on here and get started. So we have our perpetual calendar that we need to do for March. So I'm just gonna kind of run you through. In the first session, we created this easel, which actually comes in this set. This is the Spellbinders BetterPress DIY calendar. Comes with all the things that you need to create a calendar for 2025. Comes with the press plates, and it also comes with the die to make the little easel, which is really cool. So we are going to create the March part of this tonight. We'll do that a little bit later. And so we have been doing this right before the next month starts. This is January's, which turned out really, really cute. And this one was February, which of course turned out really cute. And we have those videos up both on YouTube and Facebook, so you can catch those projects if you want to catch the replay. So now we're going to do March. And we have a very specific measurement that I'm using for all of the base part. I'm going to walk you through the measurements that I have for everything. So for tonight, we have our base piece, which is going to measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is your standard A2 size. And then this piece right here, it measures 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. And this little stripe piece right here, it measures 3 by 3. And we will cut down our BetterPress portion on the calendar to measure 2 by 3 1/2. So we will do that. I'm going to set those aside for now. I believe the first thing I want to do, since I showed you the paper, I'm just going to show you where that's from. It's from Calico Charm. This is a Catherine Pooler pattern paper pack. Really pretty papers. And the nice thing about Catherine Pooler's products is that she lists out her inks that coordinate with the paper pack. There's also sequins that match the color, or match the paper pack and ink and that sort of thing. So you can get some coordinating products out of it. Catherine Pooler doesn't sell cardstock, but Catherine Pooler has a little technique where she inks up the edges of the card front with the ink that coordinates with the paper to get a solid cardstock look, which is pretty inventive. You can get it's cheaper. You can use white cardstock instead. White cardstock and ink. All right, so there's that. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this really cute little stamp and die set. It is called Lucky Blooms, and has this little horseshoe with a flower on it, which I thought was just adorable, which is what I hope you can see that. There, that's better. Which is what we're going to use. We'll probably end up, I don't know if we'll use the leaf. We'll see. We might stamp all of this. But we're going to use these pieces for our March calendar, kind of in honor of St. Patrick's Day. And then, of course, there's a die set that goes with this. Cuts out the horseshoe and that little floral and the leaf set. It also has these patterned die cuts, which go along with the theme of this Calico for like Western. So they did a really interesting thing with this release. It kind of crosses over into a Western theme, but they also pulled in a really neat St. Patrick's theme and friendship as well. So I like how they did that. Being here in the Midwest, a lot of people are proud of their Western heritage. And they actually released a set of sequins that are called Dodge City, which is a little nod to Dodge City, Kansas. So yeah, we're just a hop, skip, and a jump from Kansas where we're located. So literally we drive 15 minutes and we're over into Kansas. So, all right, let's start stamping. I decided to do this little technique that Lori was telling me about last week when she was in here, and I thought, gosh, it's been a while since I've used this technique, so I'm gonna go ahead and play around with it. So what we're gonna do, first thing we're gonna do is we're going to, we have these new Tailored Expressions anti-static powder tools in our shop. So I thought, oh, let's give these new things a try. I've never, let's see. Is there a way to, I don't know, I may not, is it getting it? We're gonna find out, aren't we? I don't know if there's anything special I need to do. Oh, yeah, there's powder, I think. Maybe, let's try. Oh, yes, we do need to release this. I haven't used this yet. Good thing I looked. Wah, wah, wah. Here we go. We would have had powder everywhere. I still don't feel it. Oh, there I see it now. There it's going. Sometimes things are trial and error. Yeah, I'm shaking everything. It's earth shake. And I'm doing it all over this to try to keep the powder, the purpose of the powder. Here's what I'm gonna do, folks. I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do this. So just to be on the safe side, to make sure we get it all out. Okay, let's stamp. So I'm gonna pop this on here. We're gonna do some stamping, and I am gonna go ahead and do a leaf. I don't know if I'll use it, but we're gonna do the leaf. So what we need, we're gonna do a watercoloring technique with some white embossing powder, and yeah. So here we go. Let's stamp this. this and this. Alrighty then. And since this is the first time that I've used this set, I'm going to ink it up at least a couple of times with Versafine ink. Here we go. Ah! Getting that ready to go. So we'll stamp this. This is a stamp wheel, a stamping platform that helps us get precision, and if it isn't precise like we want it, we can always go right back to where we stamped and give it a second or third go to give it the crisp look that we're wanting. So we're going to do this again. We might just stamp it 3 times just to be on the safe side. Press. Tilt this up to see if I can. I can't really see if it's stamping, so I'm going to give it a third go. Third time is a charm. Ha ha ha. You like that? Lucky charms. Okay. And here we are. Let's do this. And now, pop this piece of paper in here. Let's see if anything clings to it. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll have other things besides what we're looking for. Like, oh, we did get lucky. Oh, yay. Okay. Beautiful. I have a little stray something here. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Because it's gonna emboss white. My biggest thing is to get inside there, and it looks really good to me, folks. I'm really happy with this. So let's put this embossing powder back in there. So for those of you who are new to embossing, we may have new embossers on here. That ink is sticky, and it creates a sticky little place for that image. I don't know if you can see it. So now our powder is going to stick to that. That's kind of, and we're going to melt it. It's kind of like a little plastic powder. We're going to melt. It is not toxic, so do not worry. And it's going to be white on white, so we're not going to see it very well. So I'm going to go ahead and put the heat to it. Warm it up first. And you can see it change. That's how you know that it's been melted. It's actually gonna change from powder to plasticky, shiny. So once it starts getting shiny, you know it's cooked. And you don't wanna overcook, because if you overcook, it gets flat and dull. And I'm just checking it out. I'm gonna give it a once over for everything. And I'm going to move on to this. Good. And there it is. Okay. So you still can't see it. But what we're going to do, and I'm going to let it cool down. Once it's cool, I'm going to check it out, making sure that it is actually embossed. I might have a spot that's not quite cooked. Okay, now I know it's cooked. All right, here we go. So what this is going to do is it's going to create kind of like a barrier so that we won't go out of the lines coloring as easily. So there it is. We'll save our sentiment. We'll stamp it later. So what I want to do now is I'm going to color. And I've got this, but first I need to clean up. I've got a little powder on my area here, so I need to clean that up because I want to use this surface to put my water on, and I'd like for it to be a little cleaner. Okay. There we go. I don't know if you can see this, but this mat, let me pull it over just a little bit, has these little places where you can use for watercoloring. I probably will use that when I get to the ink refill. So you can use ink refills, add a little water to it, or just go completely solid, a straight color, gives you a stronger color. Or you can do what I'm about to show you. I'm going to do both methods tonight, kind of show you how you can pull in your ink pads and your refills to create a watercolor effect. We got water. So here we go. So I'm going to actually, I'm going to put my ink pad first. We're going to go with Succulent because it matches the green in that paper pack. Succulent is listed. And let's see. I'm going to just put some water in one portion of it. And then I'm going to put some water over here. I've got water in a well. I'm just putting some plain water over here. And I'll be doing that from time to time and showing you now, just so you know what I'm doing over here on this side where you cannot see. So I'm going to go ahead and do some leaves here. I'm going to get my brush a little bit wet. I could go for, hopefully my brush is clean. It doesn't look like it is. So let's clean that off first. That's kind of important. Thankfully, green and blue work fine. So I'm going to get this, I'm going to pick up some of this green, and if I feel like I have too much, I can always drop it off. But we're going to go in here. I'm going to start with this one here. And we're just going to start some coloring. And I'm going to pick up a darker shade. If I want to go darker. So what this embossing does is it kind of creates a little bit of a resist. And now I'm gonna let go of that. And I'm just gonna pull this out and make it lighter up here. And now we're gonna get this really cool watercolor effect. And I don't know if you guys can see that very well. See what's happening here. Let me pull in, just go in a little bit better. I don't want to knock it down. There we go. Much better. Okay, so I'm going to pick up a little bit more dark. I'm going to bring it here. And it might go out of the lines from time to time. But that's okay. It's watercolor, and it kind of has that effect. That's really pretty, and I like that a lot. So I'm going to let that sit. And I'm going to go start dark here at the bottom, the base, and kind of pull it out towards the top. I'm going to get the water off of this, kind of, oop, it absorbed it. Did you see that? It went, it's kind of cool. And now we're going to pull a little bit of this out, get a little dark. Now you could get a little darker. Hi, Linda, welcome. You can get a little darker effect from a straight re-inker. It does give you a little darker saturation. I'm going to kind of lean it down. Let's take off some water and go down here. So I'm just moving the water inside those petals. I'm going to go with a dark piece here and then let that take right there. Spread that up. There we go. Now we have a white stem, and so I am actually going to go on either side. There's nowhere to fill in, so I'm just going to kind of take a dark swoop, and I'm going to swoop it from the bottom. I'm going to actually get some water off of my brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of color, and I'm going to swoop up from the bottom up and kind of capture either side of that. All right, this is what we have. Sorry, I don't know if y'all could see that. I gotta move this over so you can see a little bit better. So we're gonna go, I don't wanna dip it in there. Now we're gonna go over here with this, and we're gonna let that dry. We'll be using our heat tool. I should have grabbed a thinner brush. Do I have a thinner brush? I might. I don't know that it is. Let's take that and just kind of sop that up. My brush has got a lot of water on it. I'm going to take this and kind of go up with it. So I have a little bit of a dry brush now that I've wiped it on my baby wipe. If I want a little water down here at the bottom, or the top, excuse me, I can do that. So this is what I'm gonna do all the way around. I hope you guys can see that. Oh no. Okay, if you guys are still here, holler at me. Let me know that you're here. I tried to recover that. I'll be patient and wait. Here we go. And the nice thing is I can come back in, add some darker shading after it's dried. Linda, you still here? Can you hear me? Did I lose everybody? No fun. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's keep going here. I may have lost everybody, which is really disappointing, but I will post the video. It will, and my understanding is that Facebook isn't allowing people to keep their posts. I don't know what the deal is. I think a 30-day max or something like that's what I'm understanding. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and fill in all of it first and then come back with a little touch of darker green. I think that might be a little less time consuming. Anyway, so if I lose anything on Facebook, it's not like the end of the world because I still have them on YouTube. So if you're looking for something in particular, you can always go over to the YouTube channel and find it. Now in the beginning, maybe not so much, but at least within the last, I would say probably, yay, we're back. Yay. I was just lamenting about how Facebook isn't allowing people to keep their posts for more than 30 days. So you can always go over to YouTube, find it over there. I always repost. Or I could use it as an excuse to do a throwback. Whoops, you guys can't see me. Sorry about that. Okay, I gotta remember to check out my screen here. So that was a lot of green for such a little amount. I feel like I wasted it, and I hate waste. Okay. Let's get that dark shade in there. Okay. I feel like I'm happy with that. That's really cute. Okay, let's get some flowers done. How about that? I brought out Goldenrod for that, and I learned my lesson. I don't need as much. I guess my biggest deal is getting a dry part and a wet part, but we'll try to go a little more conservative. I do need to clean this brush. So we'll just get a little water here. And let's do this. So our flower is going to be yellow. And I may go ahead and go, I should go back in the centers of those with green. So let's just go all over like I did with the floral or the leaves. I went all over with yellow. Or I could go really dark in the center with yellow. Or I could go gray. No, that's what I'm going to color the horseshoe. It's going to be gray. So let's just go all over yellow, coloring it in. Then we're going to take our darker saturated yellow, and you guys can't see. Sorry. Here I go again. And I should just hold it up here. That way I know this is what we have so far. I just colored it in with yellow all over. Nothing special. So we're just going to fill it with yellow. And somebody help me remember to pull the zoom back up after I'm done with this part because we're awfully close here. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my darker, and I'm just going to go in places with a little darker shading. I'm really random with this. I'm not very good about lights and shadows. I just am pulling dark color in wherever. You might want to do it darker when you're next to the other flower, because you are going to get a shade, like a shadow, when it's next to another flower. So I'm trying to do that. I feel like that's kind of neat. I kind of like that way that looks. So let's go dark here. And now we see the contrast that's going on. And you can kind of see that we have a little bit of an outline happening. And let's go dark down here. Can't see very well. But it's watercoloring, right? So it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the nice part. I'm just yada-da. Okay. I'm going to go in some more in some random places with dark. Over the dark. So that there's even more dark. Gives a little more contrast. So our brush isn't dry, but it would definitely absorb anything if I went up to it. Okay. I got a little too much water on that. Everybody that's here, thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. Okay. I think that's all I want to do with that one. All right, this is what we have so far. Now what we're going to do, I think I want to go with I am going to do a green center. Very, very light. So let's just do that. And that is it. All right. I double check that to make sure I've got all. So now, oh, let's do a yellow. Here I am back and forth. Let's do those stars yellow too. There's some stars down here. We're going to fill those in yellow. Let's get those dark. Here we go. I'm just filling in these stars down here. That's it. Teensy weensy little stars. And there are little holes, but I'm going to leave them blank, like just white. And now we're going to color in our horseshoe. We're going to do it gray. I'm going to clean this up because we're done with all of that. And let's do that. Okay. So I am going to take some Pebble, and I would normally put it in my little well, but I'm going to show you where I'm at, like, so you can see. Whoops, you can't even see that. So let's push that over. and I am going to color. Put a little water in this. I've got water in a well over here. Just making sure that it's good and clean. And we are going to paint our horseshoe. And I think the outer part of this, this is Pebble, by the way. Pebble Reinker. So this is, oops, let's get it right over here. Pebble from Catherine Pooler Inks. So we can, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm just going to go around with my light gray, and then I'm going to come back with the dark and kind of just fill it in. And I like how that went. I don't know if you can see this very well, but there is an outer edge, and I'm going to do that one dark. Like I'm going to try to capture that one really, really dark. So let's get some water going here. Let's go all around. Y'all can't see that. So sorry. Here we go. I'm pulling it closer to me where I can see it because I can't see with it all the way over there where you are. So this is what I'm doing. Whoops, there we go. And now I want to fill in right here in this little spot. And I feel like there's a little place right here that's gray. And right in here. And if I get it on my flower, that's okay. I'm looking at it, folks, where I can see it really good. Okay, so I'm gonna put it down here and I'm gonna color. Just gonna go all around. Get that colored in. I am not an expert at painting at all, by any means. I just flow by the seat of my pants. And let's see if there's a little spot to color in. It'll resist it if there's nothing to fill in. So it looks like it's resisting, so I'm just gonna kind of wipe that away. I think that's it. Now, I'm gonna go in with this darker, and I'm gonna go around the outside, around the outside. I'm gonna pull this up. This is a very fine area, so I have to be really careful that my brush doesn't go outside the lines, or that I don't accidentally touch it to the outside. So if you can see what I'm doing here with my brush, just very carefully and lightly. If I go on the inside, it's okay. It's watercolor paper. And this is Strathmore watercolor paper that I'm using here. I failed to tell you I was using watercolor paper. So there's that. Let's go back with some dark. Very carefully. Missed a spot too there. There it is. Just barely any water in my brush. I just wanted that dark outline. I should have picked it's wicking away. I don't know if you can see, but it's wicking away when I touch the I don't think I need anything there. I think we're going to continue right here. So it wicks away when I touch the embossed areas, which is nice. It makes it a little easier to fill in and color. So here we go. And now I'm just going to come in here and just do some shading. I don't know if y'all can see very well. There we go. I'm just shading. I'm just coming in just over here in the corner, over here along the edge. Pull it out. And we'll do that some more over here. So kind of like what you would do if you were using alcohol markers, but instead we're using watercolors. Just a little bit of a different technique. Oopsie, I need to. So the nice part is like with alcohol markers, you can take a lighter pen and kind of blend it out. You add water with watercolor. You just kind of, to lighten it up, you can add some water. And I think I'm going to go darker underneath there, just in this area. I'm going to add some water over here to lighten this up. Bring this around. And just kind of flick it out. Get that darker under there. Just kind of looking at it to see if I like it. I like that. Kind of looking to see what I can do differently. I might go a little bit more dark up here. Okay, get a little more saturation. I don't need a lot. There's a little bit more control with a re-inker. So I'm gonna kind of come up here with it. And it'll pool a little better if your surface was a little wetter. Like if you went all over it with water, it'll kind of pool out just a little bit better if you did that. And I'm gonna get this just a little bit darker, like right in here. Just a little bit more. And a little more right here. And then right underneath that flower, I'm going to get that just a little bit darker. These leaves. There. I do like that shading. Okay, I'm gonna go over it with it, and I'm gonna dry it on the low setting here. And I gotta be careful because it's embossed. We don't want it to go bleh. We're just gonna dry. It's kind of why we're moving it around. You're gonna get dizzy watching me. But before I cut it out, I gotta make sure that it's dry. So let that sit for a minute, clean up. And I'm thinking that my sentiment is gonna be in the succulent, the green, to kind of bring more green out since it is for St. Patrick's month. That's what I think we'll do. Let's try it a little bit longer, a little bit more. And I think that would be good. I'll cut it out just a little here. That's really pretty. I really like that a lot. So I'm gonna bring that camera back away. There we go. All right. Is that better? It's not so close. Is that a little better? I might need to bring it out just a little more again. I can tell, but oops, I got something on my hands. I sure do. Oh, I didn't. Oh, and it might actually even be, so this, I'm glad this happened. So probably what I need to do, because we've embossed, there might be some color sitting on top of our embossed areas. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna wipe it over it. Just make sure we get some of that, especially that gray. Yep. So there, because it did pick it up a little. Yep, glad we did that. I'm gonna do the same thing over here just to be on the safe side. Pick that up. Okay, now we don't have any ink sitting on the surface of the embossed areas. All right. So, making sure my hands are clean. Is that, oh, we're still too close. Trying to bring it. No. There we go. Might be too far away. There we go. Okay. Now let's die cut this. I'll line this up. Run this through. Get some tape. Put it on my clothes here to keep it from being too sticky because this is watercolor paper. Now I can't get it off. There we go. Might still be a little sticky. Move this. Show you what I'm doing. So we're getting our die lined up. little better. That looks good. Okay, this one here, I think. Just chop that off. We should have enough room to get, yep, we do. So now let's get these dies for our flower and our leaf. So here it is. Sometimes these can be tricky to line up. You may have to turn them. I feel like there's a part right here that has a very specific location, and I was thinking it was here, but I could be wrong. Could be right here, maybe, maybe not. I don't know, this one's hard. Sometimes it's not as noticeable. Maybe that part goes over there. Hold on, folks, I may have found it. No. So the trick to this is just keep going around until you find the location. And I may have, nope. Nope. Ooh, this is a tricky. Nope. This is, I feel like that's where it should be, but I think I found it. Yep. Yay. Woo. That one's tricky. The rest of them's easy. The rest of it was easy. Okay. We have it now. Now we can run that through. And yeah, that's the trick to it. And once you find it, you kind of have to pay attention to it. You could even take a little black, fine Sharpie and mark where the spot is. You can mark it on your stamp set. Like I would mark it on my stamp set right here and then mark it on the die. I don't have my marker over here, or I would do that right now. But that's, once you find it, that's probably the best way to keep yourself from having to figure it out again. So, okay. There it is. Whoop, whoop. You can see my sweater. Pulled off the fuzz from my sweater. That's funny. That's such a pretty little, oh my goodness, look how pretty that horseshoe is. Guys, so cute. And then our pretty little flower. Oh my word. I just thought, how pretty would that be? Like right here, kind of, I might even shift it a little up here. I thought it would be cute in the center, but it covers it up too much. So I might just bring it up here. Just, yeah, we'll see. We'll get to it. Then our pretty little leaf. That turned out really cute. Really, really cute. I really like the watercolor. It's kind of hard to see here. All right, I'm gonna stick these over here. And yay. So, yeah. My wheels are turning about the sentiment here. What I'm gonna use for that, I might take a circle punch, and I might go grab some circle punches from my drawer over there and use those. Okay, now that these are done, it's time for us to BetterPress. Woo woo. Okay. So I am gonna throw that. This is our BetterPress paper. And we're just essentially going to ink up. We got to find our month. So we have our days of the week. And then we have March. And let's see, March 1st is on a Saturday. So it would be where the 1st is, yep, and there's 31 days, so I found it very quickly. So, yep, 30 and 31. 31 is on a Monday. Yep, okay, 1st is on a Saturday. No, that would be a 1st on a, am I right? Kind of have to, where are we at here? So that's a Sunday. Yep, that's the Saturday is over here on the side. It's going to press down. So, yep, Saturday would be the 1st. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes. Okay, let's do this. Takes a little bit of thought, but it's not too bad. Now, I am not going to need all of this, to be honest with you, but it helps me figure out where things are going to use the full sheet. There's less mistakes when you're using the full sheet. I'm going right here within the registration marks, down here, down here, down here, down, or up here and up here. So I'm just taping it, and I'm going to use my tape again because it's probably good and prepped so that it won't tear. And I'm just going to tape it at every which, oh, that's too far down. There we go. This piece has been, so in your corners, is that like boxing? We're going to set our piece. I'm just going to come down here. This is our calendar. Whoops, this way. And I'm going to line it up to where it's like right above it. Whoops. Kind of noting whether it's straight or not. I think that's what we haven't done it exactly that way, have we? I think we have. I may just move it up a smidge. Yep. So I'm just looking at it to make sure it's straight. This is magnetic. These are magnetic, so your piece is going to go right where it needs to go. I'm looking it over. It's looking straight to me. This is the part that I did exactly above it. I did give some distance between the there we go. feel like it looks straight to me. So you're gonna lay that down and now you're gonna ink it. And I'm just using Versafine Clair. I have it marked. That's okay, it was for a class, I marked it. And I am just inking this up, going straight and down, not moving it back and forth or anything like that. And now, I'm gonna leave that there. I gotta get my stuff ready. I'm not ready. Just taking my platform. I don't even need a platform. What am I thinking? See? Move this here. Uh-oh. There we go. And, oh, that's lovely. That may have knocked it out of place. So here we go. Nope, it didn't. Move this here so you can see what I'm doing. So now we're gonna take this. We're gonna lay it over here. Oh, did I put it on the wrong? No, I didn't. I didn't. Okay. So there it goes. Just like that. See, the magnets went right where they were supposed to. I'm gonna bring this back this way so you can see this process work. I'm gonna move these because these are magnetic and they'll probably end up attaching to it and I'll lose them and I'll be like, where did those go? All right. And here we go. The moment you've been waiting for. It just grabs it automatically, rolling it through, and that is it. Folks, that is that easy. Almost perfect. It's almost flawless. I mean, I've seen mistakes with it before, but look at that. And it embossed it. It goes down in there and presses in. That's why it's called BetterPress. Okay. So now, here we are. And we're going to take this off. Our little calendar. I love it. I might have had something on my ink. There's just almost like there was a piece of fuzz or something that got on there. But that's fine. It's but barely noticeable. Move this over. And now I'm going to cut this. And I did a pre-determination of size. I determined that, of course, this from side to side needs to be 3.5. And I wanted this to be 2 inches. So, let me get my cut trimmer out here. And we're gonna trim this down to where it's already 4.25, so we need to get this down to 3.5 on either side. So I'm gonna take off 1/4 and 1/4, which would bring it down to 3.5 and 3.5. That's if I was in there, centered in there just right. I don't know. I did put Wednesday in the middle. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I tried to get it into the middle of this is already lined up for an A2. I tried to line Wednesday up where it would be in the middle. So, I don't know if you can see that. So that kind of helps a little bit to do that. So if I take off 1/2 inch off of either side from 4, it's 4.25. So that would be a whole inch off of there. Then make it 3 1/4. I don't want to quite take off. I'm going to go with that 1/4 inch. We'll start with a 1/4 inch on each side. And then that would take off a 1/2 inch, would be 3 3/4. So then we'll do 1 1/8 off of each side. That should do it. So we want to go 1/8 here. I should have started it. Yeah, I just wasted a bunch. Oh well, better to be right. And then go 1, 2. There's another 1/4 inch. Oops, I just shifted it. Yep. Ooh, I need to make sure that that's dry, because it's looking like I've got something going on up there. And we are right at 3 1/2, folks. I'm gonna bring that right to 3 1/2 from right here. That's perfect. Yes. Yay. That wasn't hard. I don't know why the last 2 times it was hard, but this time it wasn't. So now I need 2 inches. I'm gonna see what that gives me at 2 inches, and then I'm gonna dry it off a little. I think we're good. Yes. So this is gonna measure 3 1/2 this way and 2 inches this way. I'm gonna dry it just to make sure our ink is good and dry, so I don't smear anything, because I'm known to do that. When things are working out better than you anticipate, beware. Just beware. It's lurking around the corner. The gremlins are right around the corner. Okay, I believe we are all cut out. Ready to go. So, we just need a sentiment after we do this. I am gonna go ahead, just kind of size this up to see what we've got. And do we want stripes? Yeah, we're gonna do stripes that way. Oh, I want it to line up with this. So I actually did 3 inches, folks. So I'm gonna take off. Give me a sec. I don't know if I do, it's already at 3 1/2. It'll be fine if I take a 1/4 off of each side. Yeah, it'll still work. Yeah, let's do that. It's at 3 1/2. Let's take a 1/4 off, right and left. I want this to measure, I forgot that I had done that. So we want it to be lined up. We don't want it to be the way it was. We want it to be 3. Am I right? I hope. Yes, that was what I wanted. Yay. And then we have our little horseshoe. That's gonna go right there. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, I love it. I think another little, I think the floral might be better up there. Yeah, where I had it. I'll move this out of my way. Yep. Right like so. Yes, yes. Woohoo. Okay, I like that. I don't know if you can see that, but that's really cute. Super, super cute. Now, I might, yeah. Kind of wanted it at an angle. I thought that would be fun. Now, the next question is, I'm going to put the lucky to, what does it say? Lucky to have you. I thought this would be really cute at the register. Kind of like customer appreciation type of thing. I'm lucky to have you here. So, with that in mind, maybe we do want it just straight down. That would be cute. And then kind of have the sentiment in the middle. I don't know. Or maybe over here, down here, and then the sentiment be here. Let's stamp the sentiment, get it out. Let's lay it all out when it's all laid out. Yes? Yes. So, I'm going to go ahead and put stamp it here. What that is. You guys still here with me? It's quiet on the Facebook front. I'm going to flip this over. I'm actually going to do it up here where I can see it a little bit better. I could actually move those. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stamp that. Succulent. This might be a practice run. We might have to do it. It's the first time I've used this stamp, so. Whew. Just a forewarning, these brand new stamps are very juicy, as you can see. Let's do it up here. We may have to. I'm going to have to pull some of that ink out of there. I may just pull some ink off. So I just pulled some onto a block here. So I'm just going to try to stamp it like in the area that I just pulled the ink. Now, here's what we're going to have to do. I forgot about this. We're going to have to pull some of this ink off. It's too saturated. And you can keep this paper to die cut with for future use. Oh, that's too saturated. Get some leaves and you can use it for die cutting leaves. So it's not wasted. Okay, let's try this again. Can probably tell you just from that it's too much. Let's just keep swimming. This is a great way to get your card, like this part right here. I could just go all the way around these edges and get almost like a cardstock color out of it. And that'll help me get the ink off of it. And then I can reuse it for the edges of a card base. Now we're better. I think it's better. Yeah, we got it off. There we go. So that's what you do when you have too much saturation. You can ink it off into, and now we almost don't have enough, so we can just re-ink it. Not a big deal. So when you have too much, you can create a card front with it. And you know what, folks? I think I'm gonna go. I might just go with it here. Sometimes we get too hooked on perfection. And this I definitely don't want. That's not horrible. Yeah, I don't want that. Says the woman who doesn't want to be a perfectionist. Here, let's try doing this. I can't quite get it down in there if I don't have it right. So I gotta cut this. Where's my scissors? There we go. Let's try it again. It's a vice. Perfection is a vice. Anybody else out there got a vice of perfection? Besides me. All right, we're just gonna do this. Let's try it again. Oh, we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Yeah, the new pads, just a forewarning, it's great to actually use them for what we did today, which is for watercoloring. So when you get a new set, try some watercoloring or inking up the edges of some paper. It's a great way to kind of help get that saturation taken care of. And oh, we're getting better. Yay. Now we're cooking with grease. I'm kind of wiping it off so we don't get that. You see how I'm swiping it? I think this is our last stamp, folks. Whoop, whoop. We're good. Now I'm gonna run over there and I'm gonna get a circle punch out, and I think I have a, you could do a scallop die, you could do anything, but I have this really fun, I don't know if it's still, does Stampin' Up! Still sell their Starburst punch? That's what I'm thinking of here. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick. Several punches just to make sure I got the right size. Okay. As long as we have enough on side to side, we should be fine. I think 2 inches might be too big. Let's try 1 3/4 and see how that goes. That's better, actually. Yes. I like that. So just a fun, y'all, It froze up on me. I don't know what happened. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna set it here on the table and see if I can get it to go down the rest of the way. Nope, it's frozen. All right, my husband's gonna have to fix this one for me. We need a circle die. One second, folks. It's gonna have to be very precise. Hopefully I have the right circle die. Let me find me a circle die real quick, folks. Here we go. Let's see if we got one big enough. And this one, no, that one's not big enough. Well, this is sad. Ah, maybe. I just might have gotten lucky. I think I did it. Okay. I think I got it. So I think our lacy circles die, which I don't know if we have in stock anymore, is gonna work. But this was just to save me. Thinking, yep. This was literally to save me from this boo-boo. It's not closing. I'm gonna have to hand, my husband fixes everything. So I'm gonna have to hand it to him, ask him to fix it. Like nesting it in there to make sure that I've got it. Okay. Then we have already set to do a scallop the next size up. All right, please don't shift on me. That was a lot of stamping. Just saying, it was a lot of stamping. Here we go. Hold your breath. Say a prayer. I don't know. There might be a spot or two where it's iffy. Oh, it didn't do bad. We did it. Yay. Okay, so then what I was gonna do, where's that scallop? There's a scallop that goes right behind this, that layers. Yep, we can get it. So let's do that cute little scallop right behind there, kind of to pick up and mirror those flowers a little bit. That'll be really, really cute. So let's do that in the, y'all tell me, should I do it in the blue pattern or the green? Let's do it in the blue. See, and I ask you and then I say it out loud. Let's do it in the blue. We're gonna do it in the blue. So never mind, I'm doing it in blue. Yay, we have enough left over. Oh my goodness, that fit just perfectly. See, it was meant to be. We get all worked up over things that aren't necessary to get worked up over. So let's do this. here. Run this through, just cut this off. And now we have a fix. I got lucky. I'm blessed. I personally don't believe in luck. I believe in what's meant to be. We are blessed. Oh, that's gonna be cute right there at the top. Where did I put it? Oh, that's cute. I like it. Super, super cute. Yay. Okay, let's put this together. Let's do it. What I might do is kind of tuck it in there and let it, oh, I like that. Let's do that. Let's tuck it down in there and then use our, yeah. See, I knew once I had all that taken care of, it'd all fall into place. Okay. If y'all could see what a mess I create when I do this. It's unbelievable. All right, so let's lay this out. Let's see what this is gonna look like. Lucky to have you. Oh, I like how that turned out. And then maybe over just a little bit more. And then over here, we can actually bring it up to meet. Whoops. That's cute. Figure that out. Okay. So I kind of feel like the first thing we need to do here is take care of these two. So the first thing I want to do is get this kind of attached to this, and I feel like bringing it to the edge like that is probably going to be the best thing to do. So let's do that. Let's get our glue and attach these two together. Maybe. Hopefully that was nothing that broke. Crossing my fingers. Looking for my pen. Oh, it is dried glue on there. Ooh, pretty bad. There we go. Trying to get my glue unclogged. There we go. I pulled the card out. Was it yesterday? I left the glue open. Here we go. I think I can always trim that off, couldn't I? If I'm worried about that. Bring it down. All right. Yay, we have glue. We have glue. trim that off before I forget. Come back down here, get our glue here. Yay. And now we can attach this to the back. Woot woot. These lives are getting longer and longer, aren't they? Y'all, it's a long one. We're almost done, right? Here we go. Come on, cooperate. There we go. Now we've got it. Sometimes it takes a minute or two. And I'm bringing this to the center. Oops, we need to move over quite a bit. I have green ink in my fingernail. That is splendid. Splendid. All right, let's put this, let's pop that up. That was what I saw when I pulled the die cut off. I noticed there was a little bit of an edge, but we can take care of that, can't we? Now we've smoothed it. Let's pop that up. Yes? Or no? No, we're not going to pop that up. We're going to pop up our horseshoe. Not everything has to be popped up. Right? Okay. I'm just kind of centering that on there. Oh, I like how that does that, where that just transitions like that. I just kind of think that's clever. Yay. All right, there's that. That's side to side. Yes, I feel like that's, yeah, that contrasts a little bit better. Let's put, yeah, I forgot about that. Good thing that wasn't dry. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to place this one down. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this one. Let's just do that, side to side. I told you when things were going well, be careful, beware. Just when things are going well. That's when you have to be careful. So, I think we have enough room, top to bottom, side to side. Now we can put this on. Back to this. Now we have the SM. Oh, this is cute. I love it. And now I'm thinking, well, do I want, what kind of bling are we going to put on this thing? And we'll just butt that right up to here. Let's attach that, and then we can get our, I know what I'm doing for bling. Hee hee hee. You see those circles on that horseshoe? Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're blinging, that's the part we're blinging. All right. We're gonna pop this up on a foam dimension. First, we're gonna put some flour, put the flour behind it. I want that there. I want the flour here. Yeah. I like that. So let's do that. Yeah. I'm going to attach these two, glue them together. And then we'll pop it. Maybe. Maybe. So we probably should cut some of these in half to get them on here. Cut these two in half. Maybe I better do a better job of putting it in half. Then we can get the leaf on there. Yep, we're good. And now let's do this other leaf. I like my dimension. I really do. Pull these backers off. Pop this flower on. That's cute. Yay. All right, now. Let's do this with this dimension. So it's going to be on dimension, but it won't be quite so high up. I think it won't affect our flowers too much that are on the top. And with it being not so high up, we don't need to worry about these edges as much. So that's kind of the nice thing about this kind of dimension. So there. Yes, there. And this can go like that. Hip, hip. Let's press that in. There it is. I might go ahead and put this like so. And then it can kind of rest on it. Won't be so bad. Okay. Let's see. Yes. I like that. That's really cute. We need to bring this up a little. Don't commit it yet. Needs to come up a little. There we go. There. I'm going to put some twine here. We're going to put some, now color. What color do we want for those? No. I don't know what I just dropped. Ooh, Those are kind of fun. Yeah, let's use those. These are the clear drops, the iridescent clear drops. Did we use these last week? We might have. We're using them again. Yeah, we did, didn't we, for the bubbles? We sure did. But this is fun too. I like that. I might just do a filler and put one right here too. Just for, or down here. Or we could do both. Nope, that one doesn't have it. So I think I'm gonna do a filler for my brain. That's for my head. Okay. Now what are we doing for twine? What are we doing here? Does this green work? It does not. Oh. That might work. Or the blue, that blue is a no. I don't know, that one might work. Ooh, I just had a thought because that is actually not bad. I kind of like that. I was just thinking, what if we did gold? For our, I don't know. Here I go. I'm gonna go get some more twine. Or we don't have to have twine. You know what we can do? We can do, let's see if that works. Oh, that's cute. Let's do that. I like that better. Yes, yes. Okay, what is that measurement? What did I do with you? This is 3 inches. Cut that at 3. Let's do it. That'll be cute. That'll be a nice little transition. And then we don't waste anything. That's the nice part. 0 waste. Except for one little piece right there. That is cute. Okay. That works. We're doing it. We get our gems on there and we're done. Bringing this down. Oh my, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. That gem picker, where are you at? There we go. Here we roll. That's bound to happen, isn't it? I really like that. Oop, wrong size. think. Yeah, that was a different size. Let's take that out. Let's bring this down. Plus, we need 5 and not 4. We have to go with the odd numbers, don't we? Voila! We did it. I'll bring it up so you can see. So cute. I love it. Yay, yay. It's kind of hard to get it all fit in there, but we've got it. Yay. Whew, made it. We had a little bit of a run-in with our punch, but we made it. Yay. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week. Take care. Bye-bye.